Now, from the Columbia Basin, your local news source, this is iFIBER One News, presented in high definition. The #1 source for real-time local news, local sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. With your iFIBER One News team, reporting news in real time as it's happening. From the iFIBER Communications HD broadcast studio in Ephrata, Washington, this is iFIBER One News, and it starts now.
Welcome to iFIBER One News. I'm Roger Adelson with your weekend edition. We will review some of the top stories for this week and a few of your favorites. And we have the latest weather forecast for the Columbia Basin from the iFIBER One Weather Center. One of our top stories this week was a fire that ravaged a downtown building in Soap Lake. Here with the story is Jeff Chu.
The cause of a pre-dawn Sunday fire that burned much of a commercial building that was last used as a tattoo parlor in downtown Soap Lake is believed to be electrical, possibly the furnace. One firefighter with Grant County Fire District 7 was struck in the face with a piece of falling debris requiring 3 stitches. No other injuries occurred in the fire reported at about 4 a.m. Sunday. The former Pastime Tavern building across Soap Lake's East Main from the Maskers Theater was the only structure damaged. The roof collapsed over the building's restroom space in the back third of the structure, where the fire appeared to be concentrated. The former tattoo parlor building was next door to a boarded-up commercial space that was burned in the past as well. The tattoo parlor building received extensive smoke damage. The fire was doused with the aid of Ephrata Fire Department's aerial ladder truck. Fire Chief Kirk Shepard said Fire District 7 assisted Soap Lake Fire Department with 10 firefighters, an engine, aid vehicle, and command vehicle. Kyle Lauder, owner of the building for more than 3 years, said he bought it when it was the Pastime Tavern and turned it into the tattoo and piercing parlor. He said it was not insured enough to be rebuilt, so it probably will be an empty lot. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER One News.
Moses Lake locals braved the cold on New Year's Day for the annual polar bear plunge.
3, 2, 1!
There's a fine line between brave and a little crazy at the annual Moses Lake New Year's Day Polar Bear Plunge. After all, you have to either be brave, crazy, or a little of both to jump into a 30-foot square pond cut out of a block of ice they call a lake. Brr. But the annual event at Cascade Park is New Year's Day's craziness for a good cause. Donations went to the Grant County Animal Outreach Shelter in North Moses Lake. The noontime air temperature was at 32, and that's actually warmer than it's been the past 2 weeks. Water temperature was believed to be somewhere in the high 20s. Some 50 plungers took the dip into the icy waters to celebrate and in some cases scream in the new year. There were about 3 times the onlookers than those who took the plunge. They were the ones ashore bundled up and warm, staring at those wearing flip-flops, bikinis, and swimming trunks while carrying beach towels on ice. Moses Lake firefighter emergency medical technicians stood nearby waiting for cases of hypothermia, but it appeared that those who took the plunge were prepared to jump out, dry off, bundle up, drink hot cocoa, get into their warm cars, and swiftly drive home. A few teeth chattered afterwards, but no one suffered too long. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER One News.
Each of the people you see here has warrants for their arrest and is wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the DOC asks that you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call the police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m. We will be back after these messages with the latest from our iFIBER One Weather Center and more of our top stories for the week.
Are you looking to improve your or your child's smile? At Casciati Orthodontics, we make it our mission to make braces more affordable and fun. Our business has proudly served the Columbia Basin for over 20 years. And our new conveniently located state-of-the-art facility offers a relaxing environment full of fun activities for the kids. We accept all types of insurance and have convenient payment plans available. Give us a call for a complimentary evaluation, no referral needed, or check us out on the web and make an appointment online.
If it's metal, we buy it at J&K Recycling, from junk cars to farm equipment and everything in between. We are looking to buy industrial and construction equipment, iron and steel, copper, brass, or aluminum. We buy scrap metal of any kind. We can come to you to clean up your junk so you don't have to. Give J&K Recycling a call today. Remember, if it's metal, we buy it.
Hello everybody, good to be with you. I'm Ceci Gutierrez with your local weather report from the One News Weather Center. And it is brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. Let's begin with a quick look at your headlines. High pressure in control, dry conditions, and cool and dry through the weekend. Quiet conditions overnight, and we are anticipating active weather for the middle of next week. Possibly Tuesday, slight chance for snow to develop across the area, very low possibility. And then again, as we head into Thursday. The max temperatures across Ephrata this afternoon, 39, the low 27. Sunset at 4:21, and then Moses Lake, a similar scenario, high around 40 and the low 27, sunsetting at 4:20. Let's take a quick look at the conditions right outside your door with partly to mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the range of the mid to upper 20s. The wind very light out of the south at around 3 miles per hour. Here's what we've seen during the past 24 to 48 hours across the area. Some heavy or some thick cloud cover pushing through the region and some bands of precipitation in the form of rain, a mixed scenario, and even some snow showers still lingering across inland northwest. Most impact is across the Idaho Panhandle and much of Montana in a scattered form through north central portions of Montana and also along the Cascades and even some areas with mixed scenario. For this Saturday, we are overnight hours into this Saturday. We are expecting for that drier air mass to remain in place, and much of the precipitation in the form of snow will be confined to the inland northwest area. But overall, for the weekend, we'll be enjoying dry conditions, mostly clear skies. Cloud cover develops as we head into the beginning of next work week. Let's take a quick look at the conditions. Our extended forecast looking pretty quiet. Overall, cool and dry, and the temperature is dipping a bit below average for this Sunday into Monday into the upper 20s. But overall, this weekend looking pretty nice with temperatures right around seasonable. And then for Tuesday is when we could see a chance for snow showers or snow flurries, 20% possibility. And then things quiet back down again for Wednesday. Thursday, once again, we could be seeing the potential for that unsettled condition. Very low possibility for flurries. This weather segment brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. We'll be right back with sports.
There's something new and exciting happening right now at your nearest Toyota dealer. It's the arrival of the all-new 2014 Corolla, now featuring a new stylish exterior, plus a premium interior loaded with technology, including Toyota's N-Tune multimedia system with navigation. Corolla has definitely evolved. The best part is, right now you could take advantage of special introductory savings. The new 2014 Corolla, available at any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
Did you know that Little Chiefs Childcare is expanding their Juniper Street location? This great new place across from Moses Lake Clinic is designed just for preschool and school-age children. For over 8 years, Little Chiefs kids like me have found the love and attention every child needs to be healthy and happy. The grown-ups there have gone to college, so they know how to make sure kids from 1 month to 12 years old have a great place to learn and play. Come join our growing Little Chiefs tribe.
The city of Soap Lake experienced a wave of vandalism one night. The suspect even tagged the police station. Here's Jeff Chu with that story.
A rash of tags painted on homes, businesses, public buildings, fences, dumpsters, and curbs really hit home for Soap Lake Police Chief Glenn Quantz, who is investigating the incident. Quantz pulled his squad car up early on a recent morning to find the front wall of the police department had been tagged with East Side White Pride, or ESWP. He said he wasn't too happy about it.
Well, the tagging that showed up is not one that we had seen before. Normally we see 18th Street or 13th Street, something along that line, Crips and that sort of thing. Now, we're not exactly certain if they're a white gang, a supremacist gang, because there's some conflict about what their definition is. I was told in an interview that the East Side White Pride was not a gang or not a white supremacist organization, but a group of people that were trying to do things for the youth in the different communities, and that they were based out of Moses Lake.
Quantz said once he submits the findings of his investigation to the Grant County Prosecuting Attorney's Office, a suspect arrested and charged in the case could face several misdemeanor charges. The suspect could also be charged with a Class C felony if all the tags are grouped together and the value of the damage meets or exceeds $1,500, according to Quantz.
We have about 26 taggings, give or take a couple, in the city of Soap Lake. They happened within about a 2-hour window on Saturday night, the 14th, between about 8:30 and 10:30 at night. Orange paint used, a number of different public buildings, as well as a lot of personal property. We have one suspect right now, and we have a confession for part of the taggings. He's not willing to, at this point, he's not willing to talk to us about the other suspects.
The police chief said ESWP was an unknown entity in Soap Lake before the taggings.
We'd never heard of them before, and the group I talked to said that they were based out of Moses Lake, and they were trying to get, for lack of a better term, a satellite, a chapter or something down here in Soap Lake. Well, this is surely not the right way to do it.
Those public buildings tagged included the high school, the library, the alternative school, even McKay Healthcare Nursing Home. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
We'll be right back after this.
Ready for some classy, laid-back fun? Imbibe in Moses Lake is a place for you. Imbibe has a huge selection of your favorite wine and beer on tap from local brewers. We have kegs to go, and we can fill your growler. Remember that summertime is beer time. Come enjoy our live music on Fridays and make sure to reserve a spot for private parties. What are you waiting for? This is the place to enjoy your favorite drinks with your favorite people. Find us on 3rd Avenue in Moses Lake, Washington, or call us at 509-765-1119.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Ephrata community members scrambled together on New Year's Day to raise money for the Columbia Basin Hospital. Reporter Jeff Chu has that story.
Part race, part scavenger hunt, the second annual Sam Scramble in Ephrata drew 158 participants and 44 teams. It happened on New Year's Day, and it raised at least $7,500. This year, go to Columbia Basin Hospital to purchase therapy carts that include video game consoles, computers, electronic readers, and other items for patients. Event coordinator Shannon Lowry talked about the Sam Scramble.
Sam Scramble was inspired by Samantha Webb, who died 11 years ago of cancer. She was a Spitfire and faced all the obstacles and challenges in her life with grace and strength. And we decided that we wanted an event to mark her life that inspired people to live healthy and to support each other when they're dealing with challenges.
Shannon said a group of Ephrata residents came up with the idea for the health-promoting event that starts and ends at Ephrata Recreation Center.
Samantha is Michelle and Tony Webb's daughter. They are on our team, and we've just all been friends for a very long time. and got to thinking a couple of years ago about having an event like this, and one of our members had been to a scramble like this in another location, and it was just so much fun. We decided this was the right thing for the community. This year there are 27 checkpoints around Ephrata. Each team has to go together to each checkpoint and answer a specific question at that place. And then they mark it off on a map, and they do all that they can do in 90 minutes. Get back here, get their sheet signed by us, and in it goes for data entry.
Participants are given a map with checkpoints at the beginning of the race, then they rack up points by answering questions posted at each checkpoint. The highest points gathered wins. Participant Jay Mills explained why he and his team scrambled.
I work with the founder, Michelle Webb, know her family very well, had her children in class, and so we were excited to be a part of it.
Participants of all ages did the scramble, including Avery Mickelson and her team of 8th graders at Ephrata Middle School.
We teamed up because to support the cause, which is for Samantha, and then also it's like fun. It's not a fun run, but it's like a scavenger hunt, and it's a fun way to get exercise and bring in the new year, I guess.
The overcast weather cooperated with the 90-minute event. Temperatures in the 30s and no wind gave participants that advantage. Overall winners who scrambled the entire 7.5-mile course were the team of Lena Dilling, Courtney Webb, and Kyla Whitaker. Following the awards ceremony, participants stepped outside to release balloons carrying personal messages to loved ones lost to cancer and other illnesses. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
We'll be right back after this.
6 years ago, my dad began having issues with headaches, sore throats, and constant fatigue. He tried treating the problem with over-the-counter medications and lots of caffeine. Finally, he talked to his doctor, who confirmed our suspicions. Dad had sleep apnea. He didn't like the idea of using a CPAP, but after trying it one night, he was convinced. We found everything he needs for a much better quality of life at In-Home Medical.
Last play of the game, folks. Manning throws. Touchdown.
Hey, Peyton, what are you doing?
Tossing the dough. Just like you said. You want to throw one?
For just $11, get Papa John's new Chipotle Chicken and Bacon Pizza. That's right, only $11 for a large. Plus, try our new Mega Chocolate Chip Cookie, just $5.
Nice and smooth. Peyton?
This is the first full year of us covering Grant County news. We have presented a lot of stories, a lot of memories, and shared a lot of tears. Vivian Huang helps us to remember some of these top stories.
As the year comes to a close, people often reflect upon their most significant moments for the year. It's our turn to look back at some of the biggest stories and some of your favorites from 2013. In January, REC Silicon and Grant County settled a property tax dispute, which led to the city of Moses Lake's budget troubles when they lost millions in projected revenue. Petco, Ross, and Famous Footwear opened their doors to the public in February. Dave Ruffin took over as the Moses Lake Chief of Police following Dean Mitchell's retirement after 34 years of service. 14-year-old Nathan Brooks was charged for the attempted murder of his parents in March. He reportedly shot them while they were sleeping. In April, 4 men were arrested after trying to steal 242 trout from Lake Lenoir, one of which was caught the next day after swimming the nearly freezing lake. David Nichols was sentenced to 25 years in prison for the murder of Ephrata's Sage Monroe. Also sentenced in April was gang member Gilberto Valdivinos Medina for the murder of fellow gang member Joaquin Serrano. Quincy Police Chief Richard Ackerman was terminated in May after a public outcry, and was replaced by Bob Heimbach in December. June was the month of Soap Lake. Soap Lake band Rockland Road released their music video inspired by the Sundial Bistro. Soap Lake also hosted its first powwow in 30 years and saw 3 fire chief replacements. In July, Tyson Hill was sworn in as the judge for the new 3rd District Court. The Soap Lake Council considered a proposal to convert 120 acres of land into an off-road vehicle park. In the month of August, volunteers took part in Swim Across America in support of cancer research. Bonnie Guitar stopped by the Ephrata Senior Center in September for a show to remember. Grant County experienced a thunderstorm that left many homes without power and many fallen trees. Anthony Vasquez was charged for the murder of a man sitting in a vehicle at a convenience store near Big Bend Community College in September. Screaming Flea Productions closed a chunk of Basin Street in Ephrata for filming part of a television movie in October. 23-year-old Evan Savoy pleaded guilty to murdering Craig Sorger in November. Savoy was 12 years old when he killed 13-year-old Sorger at the Ephrata Oasis Park. Army Rangers conducted a military training exercise at Grant County International Airport, using simulated munitions and small pyrotechnics. Shoppers became possible victims to credit card fraud due to a cyber attack to URM stores. They provided services to grocery stores in Quincy, Moses Lake, Othello, and Royal City. In early December, a man was accused of placing anti-Mormon signs in his lawn and was told by an officer to remove them despite the First Amendment of the Constitution protecting his right to express his opinion. Ephrata moved forward on a tax plan that allowed voters to choose whether or not to approve a 0.1% sales tax increase. Prosecutors finally made a decision to charge Nathan Brooks as an adult and are working to file the charges as of December 30th. A Moses Lake police officer reportedly shot a suspect in a home. The suspect died at Samaritan Hospital. For iFIBER 1 News, this is Vivian Huang.
That's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next week.